Welcome to another episode of Side Eye Society, where we take a look, we pause, say what the hell, and then we unpack the mess. I'm Nick. I stay clocking it and side eyeing. Let's throw the biggest of side eyes at Wanya Morris and how he and Brandy's mama PREY'd upon her. Let's get into it. Society, when I tell you I am excited, my copy of Phases is on the way, and when it arrives, I am going to do some in-depth just thoughts of how I feel reading Brandy's memoir, where she has spilled the tea on a lot of things. And one of the things I really want to talk about right now is Brandy coming out finally and talking about how she feels Wanya Morris took advantage of her. And when you sit back and you do the math, a lot of people will say, oh, 6 years is not, that's not that big of an age difference. I mean, it's not, it's an age gap, but it's not, it wasn't like he was 40. It wasn't like he was 38. It wasn't like, and I'm hearing all these excuses. And number one, that's where it's crazy to me. I'm a vintage age, as is Brandy Norwood, growing up in the 90s. We gotta unpack this shit. I'm seeing a lot of takes where people are really calling Brandy fast, saying that she wanted it, saying that, that she was a part of the plan, and I'm just thinking okay, let's rewind some things. Let's get into the mathematics of it all, okay? The year is, picture this. Remember Sophia Petrillo from Golden Girls? Picture this. Picture this. The year is 1991. I know for a lot of you guys, you can't think that far back because you might be 2000s babies and you're like 1991. Yes, there was a time, 1991. So in 1991, a young and impressionable Brandy Norwood was 12 years old, growing up in Mississippi. Her vocals, those beautiful vocals, the vocal Bible of it all, afforded her and her mama to say, my baby can sing, so we about to move on out to Carson, California. Brandy's vocals were that amazing that her mama knew, the world knew that she was going to be a star. And I'm quite sure the people from her hometown knew that this baby had a voice. And it was just like, hey, your voice is too big to be wrapped in Mississippi. The world needs to hear it. So Brandy, we already know, was on the cusp of becoming a star, probably had met with the powers that be, working on her album. In 1991, the girl was 12 years old. In 1991, Wanya Morris was 18 years old, riding on the success of his group, one of the most phenomenal groups of all time, Boyz II Men. Wanya, the male vocal Bible, was riding on the success of Boyz II Men's first studio album, Cooley High Harmony. So that being said, an 18-year-old recording artist at the beginning and the elevation of his career, he was doing things. He was touring the world. He was just discovering who he was as a man. I was probably out here playing, doing some of the things because I am in the boy band group of all time. We got the vocals. We can really sing. We can sing a cappella. Oh, we can really sing. So he was riding on that success, traveling the world. I'm quite sure signing the autographs of many impressionable young women who wanted to bed him. He was probably out here just getting his little thing, just doing all the things, okay? Doing all of the things, becoming worldly, just gaining knowledge at 18 years old. 6 years, Brandy's senior. So, Brandy, as a lot of us loving Boys to Men, hell, I was a Boys to Men lover, had all of their albums growing up, listened to them on repeat, loved them. But let's not negate the fact that, okay, in 1991, guess what? There was no such thing as social media. So we saw our celebrities when we saw them on TV. We had the Right On magazines. We did not see them and get to tap into their personalities like we do now with social media. Like, hell, you turn a camera on, you can upload any video real quick to just see the type of people that your faves are. Also, we got to get to a place where we have to stop idolizing these people. The only difference, again, like I said, between celebrities and regular schmegular people is that we have thrown money behind them because of them and their superstar talent. For them to be who they are today, it's because we, the people, have afforded them that right. We have thrown our money behind them. We have supported them because they are such amazing talent. So they have become famous. So they have that, they have all of the things that regular schmegular people do not have. They have access to the things that we will never have, access to. So that's first and foremost. We have to stop putting these people on these pedestals. Like, I'm seeing a lot of, a lot of women just talking about how, I remember at that age, I was dating an older man. I was this, I was that, I was fast, I was this, I was that. Okay, we have to stop. We have to stop like normalizing that. It wasn't okay then. It was weird as hell. Like, we actually normalized the fact that being 15, 16 years old, that it was cool for a 20-plus-year-old man to be driving up to the high school, picking a high schooler up, doing the things, claiming this person as my man. This was my woman, my man, my man, my man. That was weird. It was wrong. And for me, like, just looking at these comments, in high school, it was normalized, but I thought it was weird as hell. I thought it was crazy because in my mindset, was thinking, what in the hell does a 15, 16-year-old have in common with a 22, 23, 25-year-old man coming to see about her? I never thought it was cool then. I don't think it's cool now. And the fact that I'm seeing grown women online normalizing this shit, this weird shit, and calling these like young girls fast. So you're telling me that a 12 to 15-year-old girl that Brandy was at the time, when she was introduced to her idol, that she was fast and that she knew what she was doing? First of all, and what I'm hearing is that Brandy did an amazing job at protecting her parents and making it seem like they did not know that she and Wanya had become close. But you got to ask the question, who made it happen for Brandy and Wanya to have such close access to one another? It was her mother, who was calculated and cunning because she knew that her daughter was going to be a superstar, and she Malcolm X'd the situation by any damn means necessary. I'm going to make sure that the world knows who Brandy Norwood is, but I'm also going to orchestrate and play chess to where my daughter will also be presented as a wholesome entity. And I think that's where people are being confused, thinking that Brandy was the one who wanted to present herself as wholesome, as I'm the girl next door, I'm so innocent. And I'm seeing a lot of, just a lot of comments where people are calling Brandy fake and saying this and saying that. And I'm thinking like, okay, you guys have not even empathized with the fact that you had a 12-year-old young lady at the time, a child with this big ass, just beautiful voice. And she is now living her wildest dreams in the process of becoming a recording artist. She's idolizing so many people. Whitney Houston, Wanya Morris, those I'm going to say were probably the two most vocalists that she, was big fans of, because when you think about it, vocally Whitney Houston, vocally Wanya Morris, vocally Brandy, these three voices, like there aren't voices out there like them that can compare to them that can compare to them. I'm just gonna put it out there. Y'all can argue with me in the comments if you want to, but I digress. So Wanya Norwood knew that her daughter loved herself some Wanya Morris and wanted to meet Wanya Morris. So she made it happen. And she got with Wanya. And I'm sure Wanya being 18, 19 at the time, meeting with Wanya Norwood and them discussing not only how, Boyz II Men was also on a high, but hey, I want you to mentor my daughter. She is a fan of yours. And, Wanya had heard Brandy sing. So Sonya getting Brandy and getting Wanya with the program, which I'm quite sure that she had discussed with Wanya through and through, because if you guys remember, during the pandemic, when Wanya was hosting his own like American Idol type show where he was inviting vocalists to come on and sing for him, and the people would sit and watch and listen, and he had judges on his show, on his live stream show. He had to pause one day and talk about his, relationship with Brandy and the way he tried to water it down. And it was just disgusting listening to what he said. Also, back in 2014, when he got his ass on The Breakfast Club, him and Nate and Sean, and the way that they talked about Brandy. And, I'm going to play both of those clips here right now, just so you can hear them, because when I tell you, it made my skin crawl. So Wanya packaged himself as a victim. Well, I was young too. I wasn't 40. But you were 18, 19 when this girl was 12, 13 years old. Now, mind you, when they got together, when he started mentoring her, she was 15, 16. His album had come out in 1991. Her first album did not come out until 1994. So Wanya, again, was well-traveled, was out here doing the things, becoming fast in his own way, I'm sure. Because he was Wanya Morris, he had access to women, to a lot of things, because he was Wanya goddamn Morris. And the women was loving him and was loving Boyz II Men. They was riding a high. So him looking at Brandy, who was presented initially as his protege, of course, them being together in close proximity, things happened. Things happened. Of course, you have this young, impressionable young child who is with her idol, who is mentoring her. So that means her guards are down. That means her trust is there. that she is trusting him to look after her, to protect her. And mind you, meanwhile, he already has the green light from her mama, because guess what? You guys are getting ready to go on tour. Let's put Brandy on the tour. That way, I scratch Sonya and Wanya. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. You continue riding this high. And in the meantime, we're going to help elevate my daughter. So it's like you guys, you know, both camps are receiving what it is they want. Sonya Norwood wants her daughter to be presented to the public. And what better way for them to be presented? What better way for Brandy to be presented to the public than to be packaged with Boyz II Men, going on tour with them? Sonya had given Wanya the green light to be Brandy's mentor. But during that time, things were happening. And I'm sorry, Wanya, 18, 19 years old, you know, you had no business crossing the line with that young, impressionable baby. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all can come for me in these comments. I do not care. It was wrong then, and it's wrong now. And a lot of people, well, why is she talking about it now? Well, why is she talking about it now? During the 90s, we didn't talk about those things. We normalized a lot of shit that we should not have normalized. And I'm sorry, I'm saying it as a vintaged, aged woman, it was wrong. Just think about it today. You have a 12-year-old daughter, and you got some 18-year-old young man sniffing around her. You cool with that? You cool? Is you okay? You cool with it? So I'm just saying, I'm waiting for my book. And when my book gets here, I'm going to do more of my side eye shit, where I'm going to be all up and through side eyeing the hell out of everything. Because again, it is not okay. It was not okay. It was not okay for her mother to use her as a pawn on a chessboard to help her become a superstar. Because now we got this memoir that's floating around. So clearly Brandy has used this memoir as a way to release the trauma that she experienced coming up as a child star. So society, get with me in these comments. Like I said, I'm coming back, because we're going to talk about some things in this book, and I'm waiting for it, and I'm excited. Continue to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype up this video. And if you are part of the society, thank you for rocking with your girl. So in the meantime and in between time, stay side eyeing. All right. Oh, and stay unpacking shit too, because we unpacking.